Alrighty, guys, we are back once again live at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My name is Grant. I'm sitting beside the one and only Mr. Stephen Folan. What's going on, Stephen?
How's it going?
Good, and yourself?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's good to be back in Calgary.
I agree. All the way from God's country in BC.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little cooler here.
It is a little cooler. Yeah. Yes. Although you didn't quite have to remind us of that. But, thank you.
I run hot, so it's nice.
I do not. I prefer your weather.
Okay. Oh, no.
So perhaps there's a switch that
I like the weather there. But yeah, it's good to be back. And it's great that this tournament has been put on and in memory of Len.
Yeah, he will be sorely missed.
Absolutely.
But, as far as his memory is concerned, what better way to get memorialized than to have a tournament in your name, in your own pool hall, and have your legacy carried forward. So I applaud his family, more specifically his daughter, for kind of stepping up and taking over and getting the job done. So we got a match. We got Kyle Ashmore taking on Warren Ortiz, both local boys here in Calgary, regulars in the tournament.
Nice.
Weekly events. Kyle actually plays on my Tuesday team out of the Leather Pocket when I can make it.
Yeah.
I've been kind of a week on, week off.
Okay, so on the break, I think he made the wing ball, and the one ball went cross corner, so he shot the 2 there, and the 9 was kind of in the way, but he's got to look at the 3. I don't think this is cuttable, so I'm guessing that he's going to try and play some sort of safe here.
Yeah, nice little separating. Don't know if he'll get containing, but certainly a separating safety.
Yeah.
You say Len's last name as Sbitney. And so, Mr. Stephen Folan, you do have a slight accent.
Yeah.
Let those know.
I don't know what the accent is these days, but I'm from London, England.
There you go.
I've been living in Vancouver for 14 years now. So, yeah, most of my adult life, I guess. So,
just haven't been able to shake that.
Well,
London
it's funny.
accent.
People think my family back home think I sound American, and people in Vancouver think I sound Australian or something. I've got a bit of an identity crisis.
I gotcha.
Okay, so
I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah, he kicked at it. So I guess this is Warren at the table.
This is Warren at the table. Yeah.
So Kyle kicked at that 3 ball and got underneath it. Well, sorry, he didn't get underneath it. The cue ball went in the side past the 9.
Ah, I gotcha. I see. He did make the hit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was a good hit. He almost made the 3.
This will actually be a really good match. Neither of these guys are strangers to what to do with a cue and how to make it, especially on the 9-foots. Warren is a regular here for the weekly tournaments, and of course has that Filipino action going on.
Yeah.
And Kyle with a Fargo rate of 637. And we'll do a quick check on what Warren Ortiz. 647 for Warren. Gotcha. 647 for Mr. Ortiz. So within 10 points of each other.
Yeah.
So it should be a fairly evened up match.
Yeah, I like the way he played the 4 to the 5. He swung the cue ball 3 rails. He tried to do the same thing on the 5 there.
Came a little short.
Just shows though that he's hitting the ball with confidence. You know, not trying to roll things, and he's confident with his line and his speed. Although he was a little short on the shape to the 6.
A little bit tricky here.
Yeah.
You know this shot.
Well, similar. Yeah,
I think you had one on the stream. That
it was the 6 ball too. Yeah.
Yeah. Fairly similar. I think yours was probably a little more difficult than what this one is.
Well,
but
the cue ball was probably in the same spot, and
yes,
then the 6 ball was, halfway between the side pocket and the corner, and it was dead straight. And I don't know.
You drilled it.
I just jacked up and drew it back. I actually overdrew it, but I still got out. That was a nice. He tried to go. He did go rail first, but he got stuck in the
jaws.
Yeah, but This one you can just focus. Oh, he miscued, I think.
Yeah, I could hear that from here.
Yeah.
That's the second miscue I've heard on this table.
Yeah.
Who was it? Jason in the last match had a...
The cue is going to come back out to the middle table, and the 9's just waiting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 7 doesn't go past the 9, so I don't think anyway. No, it doesn't. So if he wants to take this on, he's going to have to shoot it down into the lower left as we look. Not an easy shot. It's one of those blind shots where you can't see the pocket from your line of sight when you're down.
'Tis true.
He could if he feels like it, you know, just roll the cue ball up behind the 9, but
You're going to have to be pretty Johnny on the spot with the weight there.
yeah. Well, you can play, if you play all cue ball, the 7 ball kind of takes care of itself, but yeah, he's thinking about this.
He's in betwixt and between.
Yeah. But at least he's at the table shooting, you know.
It's true, and in this particular scenario, when to me the safety is just as hard as the make on the shot,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for the make.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's, well, actually, he's changed his mind. He might be
Might
rolling
be going for the bank here, maybe, or just rolling up.
Well, I'm not sure if he just tried to put that 7 ball on the side rail.
He could have. But again, right, I think it was just as difficult to accomplish any kind of safety.
I think he
to the
was.
shot.
I think he was trying to leave the cue ball behind the 9. I think he just kind of hit the line.
Wow, that came off really live off that side rail there.
So he's aiming down at this ball. So he's shooting it the confident way. Yeah, so both these guys off to a little bit of a
shaky start.
Yeah, well, it's understandable. The first rack jitters.
Oh, of course. Got to get the arms greased up a little bit. Oh, wow.
And maybe I put the commentator
the
commentator curse on him, you know.
Well, like you said, right, first match. It's on a stream match.
Yeah.
Arms are not quite lubricated up.
Just watch out for the scratch here.
Yeah.
The speed he was playing it at, he just have to negotiate this corner pocket.
Well, I think we'll have a winner of game 1. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Warren's going to draw first blood.
I'll take the bet on Warren here.
Yeah. Indeed. Game number 1 in favor of Mr. Warren Ortiz. And I'm going to show this picture quite a lot because that is Len's official jersey here at Leather Pocket, now up on the wall beside Mr. Barry Huey, memorialized for all time here at the Leather Pocket. Yeah, really job well done. His cue, so very same configuration as what we've done here for Mr. Huey. Nice little tribute from his family.
So Warren already now has the upper hand here. He's 1-0 up and he's got the break. It is alternate break format. So
it is true.
Yeah,
and
you have to win your serve, you know, in order to.
That's right. Just keep holding serve.
Yeah. I mean, but it does mean that also someone's not going to put a package on you, you know.
It's
so
true. Well, they could.
You do get,
you know,
you're on your own,
on how your break goes.
Right. But I mean, what I mean is that you're going to always have a chance.
Going to have a chance, yeah, for sure. Nice little safety play there.
I see Jesse is in the chat. Jesse, he's watching.
Jesse Nowak.
Yeah, we were playing yesterday, and I owe you $6, Jesse, because my fries were added to your bill accidentally. So I told them that I would clear it up with you and make amends with my debt.
It is true. I was going to say, Gord, it's not Dan in question mark, it's Grant in question mark, and that is Mr. Stephen Folan in the house. Came all the way from God's country in BC to join us here for the Len Sbitney Memorial, first annual, which we appreciate, by the way. A full field, 96 players came out for the event from all over. Lots in Saskatchewan, from BC, Edmonton.
And there was a wait list still.
Yeah, you know, there was a massive wait list.
There were people trying to get in today still. They came down on a show.
Nice kick.
That's very nice.
Kind of got a little funny on the 2 ball. That could have ended a little bit better, but the
this
saying goes, no good shot goes unpunished, right?
Yeah, he can just focus on the cut here and just get the cue ball back up table. You know?
Natural position to the 3 on the draw off that right.
He'll have some
right
sort
rim.
of shot.
Oh my! How well did he hit that? That was the other way.
Yeah,
I kind of thought he was drawing above the right side pocket.
Yeah.
Wow, great shot, Kyle. Nice hit and stick here. Unless I give him the old commentator's curse. But there's some distance. Warren is going to attack this from downtown. Got to shoot uptown and come all the way back downtown again.
The way that this 3 ball sits, if he just rolls it, the 8 ball plays very big. So it looks like he's kind of drawing 2 rails out. And then that 6 ball also gets big. I like the way he played it, you know, just tried to take the 8 out of the equation.
Yeah, maybe a little bit under hit, short of pace.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a shot here. He would have been down already, I think.
Oh, I agree. So it looks like a 2-rail kick. Not terrible.
Again, this one here, you can just
focus on the 4.
Yeah, just lag it in and play it at good speed where, you know, even if you hit it a little bad, it can still go because you're not doing much with the cue ball anyway. You can't really, and just
you don't want to overpower
see the 5s.
Nice steady Eddie. Yeah, perfect. Perfect works, right?
Yeah.
It'll do.
And he has to negotiate these 2 balls that are next to the 5. So this isn't, you know, I think there'll be a part of this shot that, you know, you rely on a little bit of good fortune. The 6 goes past the 8, so it has all the pockets. So just try and get the cue ball out.
I like what he was doing there.
Yeah.
Put some inside on that, play off either the 9 or the 7.
Yeah, zip the cue ball 2 rails out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you still have to complete the first part of that equation and make the ball that you're aiming at.
Absolutely.
So we could very well see
that was nice.
2-0 deficit. Yeah, that was really well done. Well struck. Nothing to do here. Make the 6. Nice little roll up for the 7.
Yeah, is he going to go 2 rails out for the 7?
Yeah.
Off the 9?
Oh, not sure if I like that.
Well, I like
if anything, I don't think I play 2 rails there. If anything, nice pocket weight, left-hand spin, and just draw underneath for the 7 to the top left.
Yeah, I thought he had a little too much angle for that, but maybe not.
I just like that natural shape, natural position. Is he going to get away with it?
I think he
probably sure did.
Oh, really?
He sure did.
I thought
he gets a little bit.
He doesn't have enough to throw it in?
No, he's got a half ball hit. Perhaps the little left-hand spin on the cue ball, try the 1 bank. With the right speed, there is the safety option.
I'm not sure what he's considering here.
Well, he can see about half the ball.
Let me have a look. Yeah,
that's why I think left hand.
Nicely done.
Yeah, that's the
get it through that gap.
Yeah,
that's a great shot.
That is a really nice shot. 9 is a beach ball.
If it hits the 9 or it hits, if it hits the 9 there, he kind of sells that. Well, he would have a shot on the 7. So that was really well negotiated.
Smart shot too. Not sure if that's going to do it. I think that's going to dress up rather well. And once again, guys, if you're just tuning in, do us a favor, smash that share button. It is myself and Mr. Stephen Folan on the mic doing some commentary for you. Let's get us an audience. Get the players an audience. They sure deserve it. Even if Stephen and I don't. What do you like here?
I think the angle is to go forward with high left and play the 9 in the same hole. Oh, no, you know what? I thought he had more angle than that. You know what? I play pool pretty decent, but I really suck at seeing the angles on the TV screen.
See, and I'm better at seeing it on the TV screen now than I am playing.
You know, I'll be watching the Moscone Cup with my buddies, and I'm like, oh, he should go 2 rails here, and they're like, he's straight in. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't realize. So if I make some bad calls, it's hopefully not because I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's more that I can't really see the angles on the screen.
So was that was that Kyle that won that last game?
It was, yeah.
We are tied ball game then. And we gotta show you the hardware for the first annual Len Sbitney Memorial event here in Calgary. And of course we are live out of his pool hall, the Leather Pocket.
Okay, I'm gonna pay attention to the break here because last time he broke, he made the wing ball, so he's break from the edge, and the one ball went 1 rail across and up in the top left corner as we look, but
I think he over hit that a little bit.
Yeah, they didn't come apart too well. Maybe he slightly slugged himself. That's the other good thing about something I like is racking with an old school rack. Yep. You know, it's I don't know, it's a bit more pure. The Magic rack, you know, it does a really good job at what it does, but especially when you're racking the one on the spot, you end up with a guaranteed wing ball and
so are you a fan then of putting the 9 on the spot?
You know, so yeah, that's the Matchroom answer to the break-in issues. So if you're going to use a racking template, I am in favor of putting the 9 on the spot.
I agree.
They are still making the 1 in the side with a fair amount of consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But now
But it's the rest of the rack.
The rest of the rack is kind of like, you know,
yeah, it's
a little bit random, you know. You know, where the 2 ball stops, who knows? But when it's 1 on the spot and you've got like the top players playing with that kind of format, they're just
robotic.
They're playing shape on the 1. Like I was at the UK Open last year, and there was guys putting 7, 8 racks together.
Yeah.
You know, and winner breaks. It can be a brutal format. You know.
Oh, I agree.
And it kind of takes away the essence of what pool kind of has been in the past, where you get up there, hit them. You know, the balls might. You know, you don't know where they're going, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So yeah, Gord, looking forward to meeting you as well. You've been a long time supporter and viewer on Q Sports Live. He'll be here for the CCS Canadians. That's happening here in Calgary. I will be back for that. I have to head out of here on Sunday. I'm gone for another 3-week run, but I will certainly be back. I believe I've got the Leather Pocket playoffs that happened just before that, then the CCS event, and then I've got to go back down to Vegas for a couple of shows there. So yeah, definitely looking forward to finally putting a face to the name of the man that razzes me more than any other viewer that we have. And the voice beside me is Stephen Folan. The accent that you're hearing, Gord, is an English accent. However, hailing from God's country in BC, Vancouver, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live in Vancouver.
And also proud owner of a pool hall there, I believe already.
Yeah. We've been open now 2 years. It was a bit of a rough time, when COVID came along.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, we've been open it was March 2 years ago that we opened. So yeah, and we're doing well. It's a small little room, but yeah, it's going well.
Good to hear. Pool is alive and well.
Yeah, he really likes swinging the cue ball.
He sure does.
And I like that. I like that. It shows confidence. And if you can. And
very contrasting style between Kyle and Warren.
Yeah, Warren seems to be fast and loose, and I do I like swinging the cue ball myself. Sometimes I'm a bit hybridy. Sometimes I'll just roll, 1 rail, but then once in a while I'll throw in a 3 rail.
What the thought process was on that back cut to the side. I mean, he made it, I think, a little bit more difficult than what it needed to be in that particular scenario.
Yeah, he had a good look down the line of the 8 ball into the corner pocket. So, but yeah, if you can swing the cue ball using the rails, and your lines are good, it can be a really powerful tool because you can always kind of guarantee that you're going to be on the next shot, you know, if you're playing into the line of the next ball.
I agree.
Sometimes when players do it, it looks like they're turning the cue ball loose, but they're not really. You know, they know the path of the cue ball, and they know that they're going to have a look at the next ball. So,
Sneaky Pete's on Hastings and what?
Yeah, so it's just off of Hastings. So we're on McLean Drive, so between Commercial Drive and Clark Drive, just off of Hastings. If anyone knows the infamous Waldorf Hotel, we are kitty corner to the hotel.
Oh, wow. Is that Hotel Vancouver, or what used to be Hotel Vancouver?
No. Hotel Vancouver is downtown. This is the Waldorf has just been there forever. I think.
I got you.
When Elvis Presley played the Peony, there's like a Coliseum event space there.
Yep.
Back in the day, he stayed at the Waldorf. That was his. There was a little tiki lounge there, and that's where he stayed. So it's got some history for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. I think you mean side bet, Mr. Nowak. Looking for action, Mr. Jesse Nowak wants to put a $50 bill on the line for anybody, and you pick. He'll take the action.
I got out of trouble yesterday playing him. I was down the whole time and managed to break even with him, so I don't think I'm going to take the bet because I got out alive.
You made it through.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
I like the 1 to the 2. I like the carom shot. Sets that 1 down where I need it to be. He's going to play the safe and set the 1-9.
The only problem with that plan is the 7 ball came to the rescue. I'm not sure if he's. Yeah, I don't think he's got. I was thinking he could like spin into the 1 and run the cue behind the 1 and into the 9, but it's just too wide to do that. He can't get underneath the 1 ball enough.
I like just making the 9 out of here. I'll take the foul, given how the table is.
Nicely done.
Oh, he's done better than what mine was. Although left the 1 ball on, which again not a terrible position for Warren to be in.
Nicely cut down the rail.
Yeah, he sure likes to move that cue ball. He likes the spin and puts a little power into it.
He's going to have to run into the 8 here a little bit. So
yeah, shove it out of the way.
Yeah. Now this shot, you just got to make sure that you don't scratch on the side. You just got to, because he's going to bounce the cue ball up where the 5 is, just above it, north of it, and go across for the 4. And you don't need to get straight on the 4 because
you almost don't want to be straight on the 4.
Yeah,
you need a little angle there.
And see how I was talking about the side pocket? You just have to make sure that your line is not going into the side pocket. But he may have been able to play that a little softer and end up with a bit more angle on this 4. So.
And I think there's really not a lot to do here. Make the 4, take what the table gives you. I don't think forcing it makes sense.
I'm right behind this. You can actually forward it with left spin and go around the 8, kind of. But I like that. Yeah.
Tried to force it in. Yeah. Bobbles the 4. This is why I don't like doing too much. I think I just roll forward on that and just take the cut on the 5.
Yeah. He could have gone for. He had the angle where he could have gone to the top rail and then spun out.
Yeah. Brings
in
the 8 a little bit.
Kind of what the line that he that Kyle just took there. Now I think it's really important to get straight on this 6 or get the cue ball slightly on the rail, just like that.
Yeah,
because now you're drawing away from the rail. This is
well done.
Basically, you couldn't have put it better with your hand, you know.
Yeah, nice little touch draw.
Also, don't draw this too far. People draw this shot too far all the time.
Yeah.
You can stay above the the foot spot.
Yeah.
You don't come 2 rails out for the 8 if you want, or even 1 rail.
Yeah.
But you're always going to have a shot, even if you underdraw it. You know.
Yeah. Even if you stunned it there, it's still better, in my opinion, than.
But he's recovered well.
Yeah, he has.
Good line.
I'll bring you some napkins.
And doing well, Kevin Plowman. we've got a lot of people that all of a sudden want to jump in on commentary, which is great. But we do have a lot. We've got myself, Stephen, Dan, Ben, Jesse Farhat,
Nicely done.
Krista Mears. So there's no shortage of commentators.
Q Sports Live is the best.
It's
Q Sports Live.
of course we've got the voice of Mr. Mark Mapatak joining us vicariously on the mic. But yeah, we've got no shortages of commentators.
Okay, so the pendulum has swung. So Kyle's
Sorry.
now. Oh, is it?
I missed the game.
Yeah, the pendulum has swung. He's up 3-1, and he's got the break. So
I agree,
it's a
Mr.
dominant
Luke. How are you,
position
sir?
to be in. You just have to hold on to it. All right, let's see how he racked him this time. I'm watching this one ball.
Yeah, he's not hitting them square. Is the problem?
But he is spinning them, and
He is, but look at how he hits this, right? He's not hitting them square into the one.
Replay here.
Doesn't hit it square.
Yeah, and you know what? That could be by design. He might be, because I've seen players deliberately slightly cut the break a little bit to get that one ball, and they spin it as well to try and make the cue ball, the wing ball go. So it might look wayward, but it may be by design.
Only problem with that though is if you're trying to cut break, and you'll know this, if you are attempting the way he's breaking, the weight of the break has to be consistent every time.
Yeah, and maybe slightly more of a cut, because he's kind of almost hitting them full, but slightly off center. I think he might be shooting the bank here if he can see the one, enough of the one, because that 2-ball could make the bank big.
Just like this. Ooh.
Well, the 2-ball hurt him, actually.
I like the aggressive side, though. Oh, Kevin. Yeah, but I said celebrity commentators, LOL. You are a celebrity in your own mind, sir, and I respect that.
Oh, that's less than ideal.
Yeah, that wasn't what he was looking for, but an, somewhat easier carom. Cue ball off the 2 to make the 7.
I think he was trying to draw across the top of it without hitting it and play the 2 into the same pocket, but
got anyone good coming on commentary? Oh wow, James, giving me the ribs, hey?
Well, it might be giving me the hard time.
It could.
It's probably me.
You're certainly open to getting ribbed, especially on
absolutely.
Q Sports Live with the viewers that we have. Most of our viewers are longtime viewers. They're no stranger to giving me the ribs, so that would open up any guest commentary to be ribbed.
He's chasing the 7 here.
I think so. I think that was
a good effort.
I think so too, and I think it was the right play. Right, it's just unfortunate it didn't work in his favor.
Now the thing here is, does the 4 go past the 7, or because the combo doesn't look like it lays great. It's makeable for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if the 4 passes. I think it's one of those ones that would jam.
Yeah.
Right, because of where that 7 is sitting. Now again, our angles aren't 100% true.
Do you have a different angle of this table, or
I do.
Is that awkward to get to right now? Oh,
no.
Oh, I think he's got enough of it.
I think so. I'll flip over as soon as he makes this shot.
Yeah, I think it goes. Yeah, and he's got a nice angle now to get to the 5. It's
This is the angle that we're looking at. But I like this view better. Oh yeah, tons of room.
And even better, he got the 7 out a little bit. So now that'll make.
And he's got the right angle on the 5 ball.
That'll make his life easier, getting from the 7 to the 8.
James says, no. He's picking on me. Doesn't know who the guest is. The guest is Mr. Stephen Folan, hailing from Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay, he just needs to take care of business here, because the 7 to the 8 is going to be crucial. They're all in the open. It looks easy, but things can get
it's tricky around that with the 9 in there. I think he just chose the straight draw off this 7 up the table.
I think he's going to use the rail. Maybe. I don't want to fight with you here, Grant, but I
No,
think he's
no.
going to go to the rail here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he negotiated the 6, but he got the 6 ball, played the 6 ball the way he wanted to leave himself that angle.
James giving you the warning shot, Stephen. He says, no, he's picking on Grant. He doesn't know you. But he says he can promise after a day of knowing you, if he likes you, then he'll give you a rough time too.
Okay, I'm game.
And believe me, Stephen is no stranger to being picked on, nor is he a stranger with the cue. 7, what's your Fargo, 7 something?
Yeah, like 7-12 right now.
7-12?
Yeah.
So definitely not a stranger to the game. May know a thing or two as to what he's talking about.
Yeah, not even a Canadian guy. I'm from England.
Yeah, right? Or Australia, depending on who you talk to.
Yeah. American, Australian, South African. I've had it all.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Warren's got a great break.
Warren managed to pull it back to 3-2, so he has the break here, but
Does the 1 ball pass the 7?
That's
You
what-
get to look down the barrel.
yeah, it doesn't go. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like, I'm not even sure what the play is here.
I
It's,
think I kind of pushed through the 1 ball and banked the 1 down to this end of the table and leave the cue ball up by
you know
the
what he
7
could do
ball.
here? He could actually cut the right side of the 1 and leave it on the head rail and spin the cue ball 2-3 rails in behind the 2 ball.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely going to get separation. You just want to make sure the cue ball goes short, like avoid the scratch angle and hit the side rail. That's what I see here. If you hit it thin, it's the 1 ball's not going to move a whole lot. It'll stay maybe on the middle of the rail. Let's see if that's exact. Oh, no, he went for the combo.
I don't know if I was a fan of going for the combo. I think the 1 now squeezes by.
It's
just
very, very, very tight.
Yeah.
I'm looking
He
right down.
might have a ball pocket.
Yeah.
1 ball width.
And the thing about that is, where the 2 is, he's just got to make sure that he can avoid the 6.
Yeah, and it should bring him, if he plays this with that left-hand spin, avoid the 6, you'll land over by kind of that right middle pocket.
Yeah, and have the gap between the 3 and the 9. This table was playing a little quicker than the others. So
yeah, he tried to get way down. He tried to get perfect, and I don't think he really needed to get perfect there.
Yeah, he's probably going to just send this 1 ball down on this foot rail maybe, and use the 3 as a blocker, perhaps. Leave the cue ball up in that top left pocket. Actually, maybe he's going to skim off the right side and bring the cue ball down this way.
I like banking the 1 ball just past the 3.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he was playing all cue ball there. He just didn't quite hit it.
He forgot to put the normal power in that he
Yeah,
uses.
or maybe he needed a hair more spin. So David, I did not play in the Fraser Valley Pool League. I moved to BC in 2009, but I've never actually played the league stuff. And especially back then, I just didn't have the time.
So walk us through prior to the move from England. Was it more league play, or was it into the kind of the higher pro level, or
like I
the
started
Euro
at,
tours? Or
I
any of
started.
those?
Oh, you mean when I was living in England?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing. I grew up playing snooker, and that's what I did for up until I was about 18, and I was playing pretty good, and you know, trying to chase down that kind of dream of becoming a professional snooker player, and it's just so tough, you know. Like, you know, I was making centuries pretty much every day,
Yeah.
and I wasn't good enough, you know. That's the reality of it.
Wow.
But yeah, I got into playing pool and was able to work a full-time job and still play pool at sort of a competitive level and enjoy it. You know, I love competing, and yeah. And then there was the Pro 9 Tour, it was called in the UK. Then that got taken, well, not taken over, but the GB 9 Tour came along,
Right.
and,
Yep.
and that was really good. There was a lot of good players that came out of that tour: Darren Appleton, Carl Boys, Chris Melling, Imran Majid, Raj Hindal, guys like that, and Daryl Peach, of course, he won the World Championships.
Yeah.
Was that 2007 or something? 2006, somewhere around there. Yeah, and I just played on the British Tour and played some Euro Tour events here and there. And then in 2009, I went to Vegas for the Predator 10-ball championships. And the rest is history, because I met my wife while I was there, and she lived in Vancouver and I lived in London. And then I moved out here, or I came out just to check it out, and then I never left.
Chased your heart.
Yeah, I
you
did.
know
That's
you did.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to think us.
Yeah,
You chased your heart.
absolutely,
And it worked out.
absolutely. Yeah, we've been married 12 years just this month. So.
Wow. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, in that Predator 10-ball championships, I actually had a good result. I drew Shane Van Boning in like the third round or something, and he was 4-3 up on me and missed the ball, and I broke in round 4. Like I tied it up and broke round 4 against him and beat him 11-4. So that was
Wow.
That was
a
nice
highlight moment.
Yeah, and he was playing pretty good at that time. 2009, his break was deadly. Still is. Okay, enough about me.
No, this is the kind of stuff I like to know. Right? And I'm sure, our viewers don't mind getting to know you a little bit.
No, my wife is not a pool player. She was just there on a vacation, and pool's my thing.
And made your heart go pitter-patter?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, she doesn't play pool. She doesn't even really, come to tournaments or anything. She's not really interested. Not in a negative way, but just
it's not
just
her not her
it's
cup
not
of
her
tea.
jam. You know, she just lets me kind of go away for the weekends and try and win the tournament, and then
Wow, so you are lucky in love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that either.
Okay, they're batting the 6 ball around. I think he has left the full
he's
ball.
full on here. Draw underneath, I would think.
He might go past it and be able to play it in. No, he didn't go far enough. So
And the bank is on.
I think he's got to play safe here. He's got to put this 7 ball down on this.
Do you try the bank and miss pro side?
I do that. Try and put it down on the middle of the foot spot. But I would have tried
now
to
you remember that Kachi tried to do this with a 9 ball.
No, you're talking about Kazakis.
Kazakis, yes,
Yeah.
sorry, not Kachi. Because
Yeah.
I knew it was something with a K.
Yeah, and David Alcady just
and
got down
Alcady punished him for it.
for the win as well.
Oh my! Kyle missed the entire ball.
Yeah, I'm not there in the final playing it, and I can't fault a professional player for their shot choices, but a couple of shots prior, he played a tougher bank into the side
and made it.
And then he could have banked that ball on the side.
Oh, I agree.
But I think the
100%.
pressure and the moment just got to him, and
I agree.
He wanted to force David to make a mistake, but when
no mistake was made.
When you're giving your opponent a chance to shoot for the win,
And no mistake. That hit just dead hard of the pocket.
Okay, so we got a tied ball game here. Race to 4 now.
And I saw the interview with Kazakis after, and what a class all the way, that man.
Kazakis?
Or Kazakis, yeah. Just pure class.
Yeah, pretty humble, quiet guy.
Yeah.
Just gets on with it. Makes everything. See the 1 ball that went 1 rail up into the top left corner. So I think he's trying to do that.
Yeah.
And I think he's doing it for 2 reasons. I think he's, it's a ball that could be made on the break, but also he's trying to leave the 1 there.
Leave the 1 up top for a makeable 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, I always watch when players are breaking, how they're breaking, what's their thought process. Are they just trying to hit the balls hard, or are they are they trying to do something? I think he's trying to do something with that one.
Yeah, and I
And
with
see how the cue balls come over the side again. So I think he's doing it intentionally.
he is. The issue that I see with the way he's trying to do this and what that break does, and I tried this a lot when we were doing the CSL IPL, when we were doing the online league. That break in particular that he's trying to do, especially on a 9-foot, you have to be so dead accurate with not only where you hit because you're cutting it, but your weight has to be pretty consistent every time.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, there's pluses and minuses to the way that he's
like
he's
it's
attacking
less
the break.
forgiving for the speed. If you're just hitting it like straight on and squatting the cue ball,
Yeah.
your speed can be up or down a little bit. But I see what you mean.
Only because I tried this exact break with the cut break. Now, mind you, mine was on a 7-foot table, not a 9.
Airborne.
Yeah, Warren's pretty good with that jump cue.
So it was on your 7-foot?
Yeah, it was on a 7-foot table, which is marginally easier with that style break. On a 9-foot, that style break is
yeah, there's more distance to cover. The angles
and
change.
you have to be so consistent with where you hit and the weight that on a 9-foot table, it's a really tough break to try to accomplish, if that's what his intentions are.
Right. Okay, so he's made the one in the side. He's got a little bit of an off angle too, but it's okay. I think he's probably going to one rail this with the cue ball. Just go to the head rail, just spin it with left spin back out to the middle of the table, or you know he could actually go over to the side rail because that would afford him better angle to the
I
five.
think he's doing your first shot knowing Kyle's stroke.
You know, I actually, you know, once I
don't
caught,
mind that,
I caught myself, that was the better shot because if he went out to the middle of the table, he would have been playing the 4 into this corner pocket and running into the 6.
You do have to watch the 9 ball here.
Yeah. But I think he can just like, I didn't think he was going to do that, but I thought he was just going to float it forwards. And
only problem that I saw on that coming down, if you catch that thick and you come underneath the 9 and you catch the bottom of the 9, 7 is big.
Oh. Yeah, these pockets are not forgiving. That was, if this was brand new cloth.
That was in.
Yeah, if this cloth was
in.
redone yesterday, that would have gone in. But the tables play great. They're I don't know when the cloth was replaced in these, but it did seem pretty fast.
It was done in August.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the Predator Arcadia cloth.
Okay.
Right, so it is pretty quick.
All right, just got to be careful here. He drew it. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Did you see the flex on the cue there?
I didn't. I'm just going to watch the little replay thing that we have here.
He drives that tip into the cloth.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's elected to go underneath the 7, which is good. He was pointing at where he actually wanted it. He wanted to be closer to the 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, these can be a little touchy. You just have to bear down and just focus on making this ball because the 8's right there.
Yeah, there's nothing to do except make it. Oh my.
Yeah. You know what? I think he was concentrating on getting above the 8 so they could have a nice angle for the 9, but
yeah, you don't need to though.
You
can almost land anywhere.
But you can also factor that in before you get down. Just like, okay, hit it with enough speed to get it up there. Now you don't have to think about the direction as much, you know.
Yeah. Kevin, that's a good question. He's got a question for you, Stephen. What's the best or most proud moment in a tournament for yourself?
I mean, I just mentioned that I beat Shane. That's probably one of the big ones.
Yeah, that's definitely a highlight.
Yeah, I'd probably have to pick that. That's a standout win, really. You know, and he was playing some of the best pool of his life around then, and well, still is. Like, he's just phenomenal. But yeah, I'm trying to think of. I won a British tour event. That felt pretty good.
Did you ever get to play against Melling?
Yeah, I've played all those guys when I was in the UK. Played Jason Shaw when he was kind of
before he was
to become
Eagle
a
Eye.
name. Yeah, and he just rolled over me.
Nice cover. Normally I mute the mic when I see that stuff coming, but good cover.
Yeah.
That happened real quick. Usually I'm pretty Johnny on the spot with that.
Yeah, That was a sneeze that came out of nowhere.
That Chris Melling is sure a creative guy.
Yeah. Well, and you know what's funny? It's like some of the shots that he shoots,
Yeah.
there's a lot of the top pros that are capable of shooting them. But he just really just goes for it. He talks himself into doing it. You know, he's like, I could do this.
Yeah.
And he gets down and does it. Whereas
Well,
another player might, you know, okay, I'm going to play a safe here. The
Yeah,
smart thing to do is play safe. So the reason that we see Chris do these all the time, and I'm not. This is not me taking away from him. I'm not saying anyone can do it. All the top pros can, but he's got the guts to go for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just a really gutsy player, and he's
gritty.
Yeah, gritty, and a lot of self-confidence and self-belief, and his vision is really amazing. You know, like his, you know.
Well, and it seems like the more that you play those style of shots, the more comfortable you get with them, which then leads to having more confidence in actually making them.
Yeah, and you know where you see that a lot actually is in one pocket.
Yeah.
So a player like Tony Chohan,
Yeah.
he'll do these things where, you know, he'll go rail first, he'll like rail first bank a ball into his hole.
Yeah.
And I would try that, and I'd hit the wrong side of the ball. But he's hitting those kind of shots all the time,
Yep.
so he's got the feel for them. He knows exactly, like he knows exactly where that cue ball is going to contact the ball, you know, when he goes rail first.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. Like, you know, when a player shoots them a lot, they get a good feel for them. But, yeah, in one pocket you see, you know, creative players like Tony and Alex and Scott Frost. Scott Frost is a powerful one-pocket player. He's got his power one-pocket, you know,
that
videos.
run out of Mellings that broke the internet, that was a run of the ages right there.
And you know what's funny about that? I can now, like, you know, you just said the video that broke the internet. I could now say, which one are you talking about?
It's true. It's true.
You know, he's got more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that was a nice little shot. He used the 9 as kind of like to slow the cue ball down, as well as, you know, using it for cover.
Yeah.
He didn't. I think that
I don't know if Warren can see it. I think he's actually got to go rail first.
Well, yeah. If you can't see it, I think he's got enough to, you know, go like bend the cue ball a little bit and stick the cue ball right where the flag is.
Yeah, I like that with a little bit of right hand spin.
Yeah, this is a good candidate for. Well, actually, he's not saying it, but he might be.
A little bit of top right, maybe?
I don't know what he's doing here. Oh, he could see a lot more of it.
Look at this. What do I know?
Oh.
I know he maybe should have played safety.
Well, I mean, if that goes in, he's a hero.
Yeah, of course. And I can only say he should have played safety because it didn't go. Really nice attempt, though.
Grant, Captain Obvious, Zemp over here.
Right?
Keep going.
Nice shots. Sometimes those can be a little tricky when they're kind of hanging out in that pocket. They come off that rail a little live.
Yeah, and if you roll them, the cue ball can kind of stick sometimes because there's the top spin on it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they can be tricky for sure. The 8 ball, I'm pretty sure it goes past the 9. Yeah, it does.
That I can't tell.
Yeah, I looked at it on the screen, and it didn't look like it did, but in real life, I can see it does. Now,
well, how about a bank finish?
Yeah, this one looks like a kind of one of the. Oh, he's cutting it. He's addressed. Oh, no, he's not.
The bank
there
finish.
Ding, ding, ding.
The bank finish to take a 2-game lead in the match.
But he just.
Wow. Oh.
Cash money.
I love it. I love it. You gotta love 9-ball, don't you? That is the game right there. Guys, I gotta give a shout out here. Jam Up Apparel, some new Predator X Jam Up designs now live on the website. The Predator Strike jersey available 4 different colors. The Shadow hoodie, 5 different colors, both men's and ladies. And of course, we have the new Predator Strike, or the Predator Splice jacket now available. Gosh, I love this game.
So I think that could be a huge well, maybe not turning point because he is ahead, but you know, a crucial point of the match because that's a 4-4 scoreline versus a 5-3 scoreline, and
5-3 breaking potential 6-3. to
All
put
right,
himself on the hill.
I'm nerding out about this one ball here, so let's have another look.
There, see, he hit that square.
Yeah.
Hit it square. Somewhat squatted the cue ball, but the cue ball got kicked. And look at, he's sitting like a dream.
Yeah, he's got
Forward, 2 rails, left-hand spin. Might
Yeah.
catch the third on the way down.
Yeah, he played a lot of topspin on that shot, which caused it to kind of hook and shorten up.
Yeah.
I feel like if you play that with like a level cue, but like a lot of spin, you can get the cue ball further down.
Yeah, well, and less power too.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're not trying to play through
the
the end that you're talking about.
Totally. And the tendency, you feel like you need to hit it hard, but if you can load it up with spin, it'll just take off that second rail and just. And the other nice thing is, well, I mean, you should be nowhere near the scratch anyway, but there was a ball there as well, so the chances of scratching would have been minimized, but you don't want to be anywhere near that corner pocket anyway. You've done something wrong if you are.
I agree.
So is he going to try and just one rail this?
I think so.
You know, if he hits it, he's got a good chance of making it.
Wow, great effort.
Nice solid hit.
And Kyle's going to be shooting a little hampered here by the 6 ball. Little tree-topped.
Yeah. And also,
he's playing into the 9,
losing the cue ball a little bit. You know, if he gets around the 9 without hitting it, that cue ball's going to be, unless he rolls it real soft.
I think I'm playing direct into the face of that 9 ball.
No,
he elects to try to play safety. Did he get there?
If not, it's he might have left him a piece or a bit of a jump, but yeah, he definitely can't make that up in the top left pocket. Yeah, he must be able to see some of it because he's looking at where that 3 ball will go if he banks it. So he's going to probably try and 2 rail it in behind the 6 and get the cue ball down here.
Downtown.
Oh, he got the double kiss. I think that's what he was trying.
I agree.
He was trying to use the 5 and the 9 for cover, as well as putting the 3 behind the 6.
So do you play for the combo 3-5?
I think I just put it straight down here like that. But you got to make the ball.
So it's one of the things that I've noticed in Kyle's game, and he plays again on my Tuesday team. But when he decides and he's down in the shot, it's a really quick pace.
Yep.
Right? And sometimes I just want to pipe up a little bit and say, just add 1 or 2 extra strokes into your routine, and I think your consistency would go through the roof.
Like you feel like he just gets down
He's
with 1 stroke sit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He rushes it a little. My opinion only.
Yeah.
The time saver.
He knew. Yeah. He knew the 5 was going there, so he played shape for the 6. That was a smart play, and if it didn't drop, he would have still been able to get to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Using the second rail here just to get closer to the action. Is he going to pound this to get relief off the rail, or is he just going to?
I think so. I don't think you have to pound it, but
oh yeah, he had more
just
angle.
a nice little.
Mr. Can't see the angles on the TV here. I thought he was straighter than that. Okay, Warren making a battle here. 5-4 with the break. He could tie this up and.
Oh, awesome, Nick. He says he just got his Jam Up shirts in, and they were more than I expected in quality and size. I'm a big guy, 4X. Probably could have gotten a 3X. Thanks again for the awesome product and the 20% off. You are more than welcome, Nick. It is the one thing that we do make extra efforts in with Jam Up is to make sure that our products are top quality. So we definitely appreciate it, Nick.
You may just need to eat your greens and fill the shirt out.
Yeah. Did I miss a game? Did Warren win that last game?
5-4.
5-4. I knew I missed something there. I was busy reading that comment, which I appreciate, Nick, no doubt.
All right, you know what? This is
I
kind of
like how this table lays out.
yeah. It's
This is dressed.
I'm not sure if the 3 goes past the 8. I like playing it in the side pocket for the shape on the 4.
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I should be
Disaster.
focusing on the ball at hand, but
I think the 3 plays naturally past the 6.
oh, it
though,
definitely
doesn't it?
does. But I just like to be able to get to the 4 ball off.
Mhm.
Look, if I can get to play the 3 in the side, if it goes, I prefer doing that because I can get to the 5 easier. I'm all about trying to make my life as easy as possible.
I always try to do that.
Maybe
and
the other angle will help us figure that out. Do you?
we'll see as soon as he plays the
Okay.
shape on this whether it
Yep.
goes. Yeah, he's
Hey,
going
well-
corner. Interesting choice. I wonder then if it does not go past the 8.
Do you have the other angle
I do.
before he shoots it? Have you got?
Yeah, let's see.
It does go. It looks like it does go.
Yeah, he might get some of that into that side, but he
Yeah,
played that for the
I
top.
think he's shooting that.
No, caught it
Well-
way thick.
Well, the fact that he was shooting it lets us know that it did go.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He just caught that really thick.
All right. This is a moment where Kyle really needs to just, get it together and focus, bear down, because he can get to the hill from here.
Yeah, important game.
And he'll be breaking.
Yeah.
So
Really important game here for both players, right?
absolutely, yeah.
It's either 5-5 or 6-4 on the hill.
Okay, he's left himself a natural angle. You just have to make sure that you don't scratch, but then you could people have a tendency to spin it, but then you can end up behind the 8 if you go too far. Look at this. You know what I mean?
And treetop.
If the line was a little,
yeah, for sure.
So that's a
I don't mind even just coming up middle,
yeah.
right? Take the cut on the 6. It leads naturally to the 7.
Yeah. But it's those little things, I call them gremlins. You have to know what gremlins you're dealing with and do your best to avoid them,
Yeah. It's the devil you know.
Yeah. When guys, they end up playing a shot and they get hooked or whatever and they think they got unlucky and it's like, well, you didn't take care of it, That was always a possibility,
Yeah.
I like what he
I
did there.
love it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
took what the table gave him.
Yep.
No point in trying to get fancy and end up compromising making the ball.
Yep.
And this is basically, just get down,
Just make the 7.
just make the 7 because you're going to float over for the 8. You'll have a shot on the 8.
Got it.
All right, here's your chance,
Way.
Warren. Have you got it? Have you got what it takes?
I'm sure this is tie ball game. James says, I wear mine under my Oilers jersey when in league or tournaments. They are so damn comfortable. It is true. And I'll tell you, so this is fairly new.
He has to go around the 9 here, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. You don't want to baby this, and because you could even end up like with a back cut on it. You have to go around. And
even going around is no easy feat here, right?
His round town chalk has rolled off the table twice, and he's just put it back up for the 3rd time.
I think that the...
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So not as much angle as what I thought he had. Because I thought he was coming in too hot.
Yeah, it looked like that for me as well.
That's just a bad angle to get in on the 9 if he had the other angle. But nonetheless...
Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, that's okay.
You were going to say about your shots.
Yeah, so fairly new for Jam Up. We're trying to, in our minds anyway, we kind of took the idea of a player's jersey and we elevated that level just a little bit. Just hold on, sorry guys. I have no idea. That's a question. Sorry guys.
I'm not sure what the question was.
Whether there's an impeding ball foul rule.
That's a good question. He scratched on the break, so this kind of gives Warren the upper hand here. This is getting interesting. I think it's cue ball fouls only.
Yeah, I'm not
pretty sure it is. We should probably get confirmation on that.
Yeah, and we will. But so with those with the T-shirts now that we have, so all of our jerseys are a sublimated print.
Yep.
Right.
I
So-
know what sublimation is.
Yes, you do. So it's over and much better than final transfer, heat transfer, any of the other ones out there.
Yeah, there's no texture. There's no like
That's
it
right.
doesn't peel off. It's just it's part of the
they don't
garment.
crack, they
Yeah.
don't fade, they don't peel, all those things.
Yeah.
So we're attempting to do the same type of thing with T-shirts and elevate the level of a T-shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. So we do have
Like
some,
a regular cotton T-shirt, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sublimated.
Yeah.
And they're butter soft.
That sounds sublime.
It is good play on words, sir.
Okay, so Warren chasing the 3 foul there. We are playing 3 fouls here at the tournament. He didn't quite get there and left him an open look at the 1.
And I think Kyle's going to return
I think
the favor, although he may have got him on this. Yeah, he's going for the short stick.
Okay.
So
All right, I'm going to try and read the future here. I think he's going to bank the 1. He's going to go to the side rail, hit the 5, and go in the corner.
well,
Almost.
almost. The cue ball went in the corner.
Yeah.
We'll
For a
give you
sec-
we'll give you 50% on that.
Yeah, I know. For a second there, I thought I was right, and I was going to go out and
He-
put the lottery on.
Y'all didn't see it, but he was about ready to jump out of his chair.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can predict this one. I think he's going to make the 1 in the corner. Oh, that was nice. Breaking up
really
the
well done.
3-7. That
Yeah.
was
Smart.
one of the only big problems in the rack. There is also an issue from the 3 to the 4.
It's a manageable issue.
Yeah, it's not. The biggest issue was the 7 and 3, the way they were tied up. Now, what I sometimes do here,
Really
this
tricky.
is a little trick. See where the head spot is?
Yeah.
I use that as kind of a guide to where I want my cue ball. I'll use it as a reference. You know what I mean? And it
Pick
makes
your spot.
Yeah, it makes like it maybe not. I wouldn't have wanted to land on the spot, but I'm like, okay, land 3 inches short of it or
Yep.
whatever. You know,
Yep.
and it's a really good way to kind of give yourself a
Oh
visual.
my goodness. Caught her thick.
All
Caught
right,
it
this
thick.
is deep in there. This is
It
one of
is.
those that you have to draw out. You can't go rail first or
Yeah, we saw Jason do that in the last match and hit it perfect.
yeah, buttery smooth.
1 ball's here. He had to draw almost
wow.
full table
Straight out.
and hit it just perfect.
Well, the thing about this one as well is you actually don't need to draw it out that much,
No.
like because you're gonna
I actually like drawing
along the
a
rail.
touch up off that right-hand
Yeah.
side rail. Oh, he's
But I did
using the
forget
rest.
he's a lefty, so this isn't as easy. Oh, he was able to go to the rail. That's good. Yeah, it would have been pretty natural for a right-handed player, but he had to use the equipment.
And I'll tell you, Warren is licking his chops right now. Because in my opinion, the table that Kyle had there could have and should have, in my opinion, be run out. It had all the makings of it.
I like stunning this to the rail with a low left. Just play the 7 inside. Used a bit of body English right there,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's what happens.
Threw his body into that one.
You know what? If you find that you start doing that, you start throwing your body at the shots, you have to really focus on just delivering the cue. It's so
Yeah,
important.
you have to take your mind off making the
Yeah,
shot.
detach yourself,
Yes. Yeah.
and just deliver the cue, you know? And
Yep.
if you miss, then at least you can fix that problem, an aiming problem or a sighting problem or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But once you start moving your body on the shots, it's a bad habit to get into. It's something that needs to be addressed pretty quick.
Yeah. I was so famous for that.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my Lord.
Grant body English Zem.
Oh, it was terrible. If you were seeing now, I played pretty darn sporty pool back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
And then I was throwing.
Oh, see that? He bounced it off
Yeah,
the
that-
point, but now he doesn't have a shot clean on the 8. He wasn't expecting it to hit the point. So
The combination for the win? I don't think he has a choice.
I think, yeah, he has to shoot it. And you can draw the cue ball down to this the foot rail
Yeah.
just to, you know, build in some distance. Or he can go forward. So that's what he did. That's,
Not terrible.
yeah.
Second place prize. I think. Yeah, I played pretty sporty back in those days, and I mean, I threw my body in. I was one of the juiciest players that you'd ever meet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And then I took a 5-year break.
Yeah.
Either 4 or 5, I can't remember.
Did Biggie Smalls write that rap song about
yeah,
it?
he
Juicy?
did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's where he got it from.
Yeah, okay,
He
yeah.
watched me play pool, and that's where he got it from. But, yeah, I can't get back to kind of that same confident level. And that was, I've been playing now 20 years straight.
Well, it might be right there with what you just said. You said, I can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
I know I can't now.
No. But what? No, I'm saying you're using the language. I can't do this, and it's a self kind of.
Well, and normally it's self-deprecating, and I get that.
Yeah.
And normally I would agree with you, but I've developed now this shake in my arm.
Yeah.
That's nerve damage from my back.
Oh, okay.
And so now when I'm down and I'm playing, my backhand does this.
Oh, I see.
Right?
Yeah.
So no matter what my will or my intentions are,
right,
the physicality is not there anymore. What a great shot.
Great shot. Now, you know what's crazy about this? He's left all that Kyle can see of this ball is enough to make the ball.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird ones. If the ball was just by itself, it would be hard. It's almost harder to cut it.
Yeah.
But because that's all he can see, the 9's kind of a guide. So he can actually make this. I'm like right behind it. It is a thin cut, but he can make this. He just has to watch out for the scratch.
Yeah, you got to shave the shine. Doesn't want it to dress up, though. But it is.
So how do you like this, Grant? Play the 9 in the lower right or in the middle?
I like the middle. I like going through with top left 2 rails.
2 rails, wow.
Yeah. I like forward here. Forward all day.
Yeah. If you play it forward with two left 2 rails, it can get stuck, though. That's the only problem. It can get like a bit whippy.
It takes that feel.
Yeah.
Right? And I probably couldn't execute it now with that shake, but that would have been the shot that I played.
Yeah. Okay.
That was.
Well, I'll tell you what, Warren has put up a battle here because he was down in this match. Was it 5-2?
Yes.
At one point, and then he was. Was it 5? Oh, there was a chance for it to go 4-4, but it went 5-3. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was a big moment. So he couldn't have been down 5-2. It was 4-2. All right. And you know, I've seen so many weird things happen in pool, and you know, little comebacks here. It looked like Warren was not getting the better end of this match, but now he's on the hill and he's got the break. Mm-hmm. I have a feeling.
You got to be able to handle the swings, right? The
I have a feeling he's gonna. I just feel that he's gonna break and run out here. That's just my own.
Your assessment?
Yeah, I don't know. This 2 ball needs to stop though.
I don't think it's gonna. Now, does he play this 2-4 combination, knowing he's got to kind of roll forward a little bit? Right? It's almost that force follow style shot.
I don't see him doing that.
No, I think he. I don't know. It depends on how Warren feels, because I've seen him be ultra aggressive.
And it also depends. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If he does play it, there's a chance that he could get out. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't really see a super easy safe.
No, I would agree. No, it can't even do that. Very limited. Is this in BC or Alberta, James? This is in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
I actually really liked what he did there. He intentionally rubbed the 4 ball and tried to jam the cue ball in behind it. Mm-hmm. That was some high level. Smart. It was like a timing shot.
That was a Melling special right there.
Yeah. No rail.
Oh, that's not gonna.
It was a slight miscue. Well, kind of a. Not a miscue where it kind of makes that miscue sound. He just kind of cued over the ball and brushed over the top of it.
Well, and it wasn't a solid stroke through the ball. It was kind of a glancing. It was a drive-by attempt.
Yeah. Well, I see what you know,
Oh,
Warren's
going
doing
for the 3 foul.
because he can really jam in behind the 4-ball here, and because the 4-ball's not super easy to get to from the 3, so I don't fault him for going for this. You know, we are playing 3 foul rules, so if you foul 3 times, and they don't consecutively, but it doesn't. You know, after this, if this is a foul, Warren could run it. Oh, look at that!
Oh, wow,
He
up and over.
He hopped the rail. All right, if you've got a highlight reel going, that's gonna make it.
Right.
Yeah, a rule that sometimes players get confused by is if you foul a guy and then you foul him again on the next shot, and then you come to the table and you run a couple of balls and then hook him again. Even though you've played a couple of shots,
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But
He's still on
I've
2.
seen people argue that point. They're
Yeah,
like, well,
no.
but other shots have been played in
Doesn't
between.
matter. You're
Yeah.
still on 2.
Yeah, exactly. The rule's never been any different.
No.
But
I agree.
it's a
That came up. I saw it on, I think on Facebook.
really,
Yeah. Where somebody was asking, and I usually I don't chime in on those.
yeah.
I just
I've had it happen against me where I've, you know, hooked someone a couple of times, made a ball, and then hooked him again, and they told me it reset. And
nope, it sure doesn't.
yeah.
Rental space or one of the pool halls. This is at Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, look at this. Is he gonna swipe at the 2-9 combo at 100 miles per hour?
Or
the 4 could go into
oh
the
no,
6.
because Kyle's never mind. Kyle hit.
Yeah, he's not on any fouls right now. I don't think the 4-6 is lined up or makeable, but
I like the jump. I like the jump over.
well, he can see
Just
a bit of the
clip.
2,
Can he clip the left edge of the 2?
not the left edge.
Yeah.
No.
So I like the jump. I like the jump. Clip that left edge. Put that between the 4-9. Send the cue ball back up.
I'm gonna keep my eye on this too, but I'm not getting involved on the call.
Nope, me neither.
I wasn't asked, so. Well, I would confidently weigh in on that if it needed to be weighed in on.
Yeah, I think I'd be a betting man on a foul there.
Yeah. It was a good job you slow-mode that one.
Yeah.
Okay, now Kyle has the chance to try and do something back. If he wants to hook him back, which is what he tried.
And did not get there.
Okay, so
See, did you see the pace in which as soon as he bent down, shot?
yeah,
Right?
He one-stroked it kind of.
Yeah, and I really want to say, I mean, he's a great shot, and if he just added 2 strokes to his practice routine or to his shot routine,
and he may have tried to do that. Oh, sorry, they're my glasses.
It could have been it was.
Yeah, my glasses are on the floor. Oh, look at this. No.
A for effort.
Okay, so where do you get your other safety from now? Oh, you know what? Yeah, put the cue ball above the 4 and 2-rail the 2-ball out and get the cue ball in behind the 4.
Yeah.
I think he's just clued into that right now.
Right. Cue ball, draw in.
Yeah, we can't draw
Send
on the
that.
screen, can we?
No.
No.
They're not going to see what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing, but
Yeah. Grant's pointing his finger at this monitor for all of you
Well,
at home.
it's because I'm clarifying that we are on
Yeah.
the same page.
Yeah. I'm just razzing him here. Yeah, I don't mind this either.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
thanks for coming, Stephen. I appreciate it, and
Yeah, this is the last time I'll be allowed on the
Right.
on the commentary.
that's right. That's what you
Well,
get for razzing me.
So you play-
Mr. Pete Robertson, how are you, my friend? Tuning in from Adelaide, Australia, in the house.
Okay, so he's. I think he's going to try to go 1-rail here, but I think the old Z kick shot Efren style is the shot here because you can. Yeah, he's going that way.
Yeah.
Because you can make the 6 too. All right, so he's on 2. Oh, that's it. He was on 2. I was not aware that's the match.
Is it?
Yeah, they shook hands.
Oh, I thought he was on. Wow. All right. Warren Ortiz getting the job done. Just
Wait,
like that.
Wait a sec. How did that happen?
It couldn't have.
Because. So wait a second. We're gonna have to. Well, we can't get involved. But the shot that Warren had, and he tried to masse around the 5. He hit the 5.
Correct.
The prior shot to that, he didn't have ball in hand.
No.
So.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there was
but
a shot in between.
Yeah, the shot where Warren massaged around the 5, tried to hit the 5.
Yeah. Scratched.
So Kyle couldn't have been on a foul there because
Kyle
Warren would have had ball in hand.
Yeah, yeah.
So the prior shot to that, Kyle had not fouled. Then the next shot, he scratched in the corner. Then he just scratched that. Oh, then he just hit the wrong ball.
Yeah.
So that was 2 in a row. I have a feeling that was only 2 in a row. We're discussing it here.
Warren fouled and gave him ball in hand. He tried to play a safety scratch in the corner. That was number 1. Then I went video number 2 and number 3.
Interesting.
You didn't need, but he felt those were number 2 and number 3.
The Massey one where he hit the 5, that was Warren that shot that, right?
Right.
The
Warren's foul.
the prior shot to that though, Kyle had not fouled.
No, Kyle took ball in hand from Warren, tried to play a save,
Yeah.
and scratched in that corner.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
He mucked up ball in hand.
Yeah.
After the Massey,
Yeah.
Kyle scratched with ball in hand, right?
Right there.
Okay, that's so that's 1.
Yeah.
That was 1. What was number 2?
The 2 that I videoed.
Well, one of the 2 that you videoed, wasn't that Warren's?
One of them was Warren went round the 5.
Oh,
All right.
interesting.
I'm going to go back and watch this.
Yeah, right. With that being said, at this point, Warren is the winner of the match. But we're not going to.
It sounds like we don't know what we're doing here.
That's
which
right.
might be half true, but
yes, we're winging it over here.
But yeah, I really wasn't aware that he was on 2 fouls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have. I was with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
right?
this was a
Then
pleasure.
You see, you misleading me throughout the event, throughout the
Yeah.
stream. So, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. I believe we'll have another match up, locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll here within a few minutes. So on behalf of myself, Stephen Folan, and the rest of the Key Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back here again with another match coming your way.
Thanks so much, Grant.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you back here in a few, guys.